Folks, welcome back to NASCAR Heat 5. Good news, we're on day 2 of recording this weekend, and the Achilles feels good with the brace on. I woke up this morning, and I felt just fine, which is a big improvement from last week, so we proceed in our recordings. Quick update on the Cup Series. Nothing to update on the Cup Series. We are still doing what we're doing, and I think it's just going to take a while for it to take effect. We have made a friend, actually, but we have not fixed any issues with the rivals. So that's all I'm touching on that. I'll just keep you updated there. No big deal. Aside from that, we've got Iowa Short Track. I'm stoked about this one. I really love this track. I ran last year. I remember we had some problems in tire wear. I'm going to try a different setup today, potentially. Just an air pressure in the tires. Hopefully that's going to fix it. I guess we'll find out. Also, we have that road course car, because I don't remember if I mentioned that yesterday or not. Or the last video, I guess I should say. So we have a road course car now that we are priming up for our road course race next week. But we have to worry about the race this week, so let's get out there right now. I will see you at qualifying. Tire pressure change helped. Gear ratio change helped as well. Just helped me in my mind. I didn't like we were redlining. We redlined last year, and I know it was okay, but it also, I don't know. It didn't feel like the car was super stable when you're redlining. You come out the gas, your RPMs are still pretty high, and when your tires are super worn, you're going to have tire slippage, and you're going to, if it's the right rear, guess what you're going to do? You're going to spin right rear out, so I don't want to back this thing into the wall and ruin my race, and I just didn't like how it felt. So anyway, here we are. We didn't quite hit that goal lap time, but I'm okay with that. Let's move to qualifying. And, of course, that is your pole position at 22.9. We're about a half second off that. Almost exactly 0.6, actually. Here we go. Qualifying lap now underway. He says, give it all you got. And he acts like if he didn't say it, I wouldn't. Sir, that's what we do here. See if we can hang it down low, come out low. And come out with our best lap yet. We did. 23.467, not too shabby. 2 positions out of 10th, which is the goal. Qualifying results. First place, Bryce Egan. Second, Anthony Alfredo. Third, Timothy Mathis. He took his points and put it into the short track program, and that pays dividends for this race. Ryan Truex 4th. Gary Norton having a strong season 5th. Lane Tibergen comes in 7th. Eliza Bethel qualifying 8th, John Perez 9th. That rounds out your top 10 for our custom drivers. Max Cost will be on the inside row behind us. Matt Malone next to him. Couple rows back, we'll have David Schildhaus in 21st. Michael Chavez 22nd. Jeremiah Graham 27th. AJ Hale 29th. Bradshaw Stout 30th. Bernardo De Oliveira 32nd, Casey Kane 33rd, Matthias Espinosa 34th, Taylor Carpenter 35th, Parker Smith 36th. We've got 125 laps to get up to the front, and that's what our goal is. Bryce Egan, he's well prepared for this race, as he should be. Parker Smith failed optical station multiple times. He doesn't move much back farther than he was, but Max Cost does, as he had to change the engine. After qualifying, he goes to the back, and hopefully, for our sake and our friendship's sake, we can keep it that way. No contact with Cost means we're one step closer to breaking bread and being friends.
Stay high, stay high.
We're doing this outside thing apparently, and it worked out really well. I did not expect that to happen. Like, at all.
Got one peeking inside.
The middle of this track with the other setup, I could not go. It was very slippery, but this, I mean, I didn't set, all I did was change the air pressure in the tires and the gear ratio. But it definitely feels,
inside.
Never mind. It definitely feels better as I put the car sideways in the middle of the turn. All right, duly noted. Get on the gas a little lighter. Don't just gun it.
Hold your line, stay high.
And try to get on the inside in front of
All clear.
Ryan Ellis. Little contact. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
All right, you're clear there.
Didn't want that contact, but it happened. As we start to work in the top 10 group, we are in our goal position. After qualifying 12th, we're up at 9th. And honestly, if we finish here, we'd be great. Timothy Mathis battling it out with Bryce Egan up there, side-by-side action, looking to get the lead, and he does have the lead. This could be a great race for him in building his driver's career. The gear ratio is interesting because it does change the way I have to drive the car, even though everything else in the setup is the same. I actually have to use the brakes because I'm not redlining it. The engine isn't slowing down the car enough, which is fine. I like that. I don't mind using the brake. Achilles feels great. We ran New Hampshire yesterday. We broke every single time we got to a turn there. And here we're barely touching the pedal. So we're fine. We're real light on it. We'll get around Tib again. We start to work on Anthony Alfredo. Obviously, good to have friends, and everybody in front of us is at least cordial. I'm pretty sure everyone up in front of us is on that friend list. We have 20 plus friends in the Xfinity series, so that is good.
Careful, still there.
We actually have
All right, you're clear there.
only 2 people angry at us at all. Everyone else, worst person other than that is Austin Hill is neutral. I think Matt Malone is in that neutral area as well. We had a battle a couple weeks ago. There was some contact. But aside from that, everything else has been pretty good. Obviously, it's not all about the relationships, but while you're racing, you got to keep that in mind when you're racing these drivers. I mean, you can play the game any way you want. You can turn off rivals right in the beginning of your career and never worry about it, but then you're not going to get better sponsorship things because you don't have the friendships that you need to get the sponsorships or working with the teams. You can crash everyone and make it the most challenging thing you've ever done is trying to race because absolutely everybody on the track would try to wreck you forever. Or you can do it like I'm doing it, which is viewing them as actual race drivers and trying my best not to screw anybody over on the track ever. That's why I want a mini game that lets me beat them up if I... Oh, we've got a smoker. We've got hard into the wall. And that's going to bring out the caution. And I believe that is going to be... Yeah, it is. Bryce Egan. I had to switch off before we got close to him and accidentally ran into him because this game is stupid for that. But we can jump up into 6th place with Egan going to the pit, and he appears to be out of the race. Hugely unfortunate for that team who have been running up in the front and have engine problems that put them out of the race completely, as we are trying that outside again, but we have a little bit more worn tires than we had before. 70% on that right rear. Should pay a little bit of attention to that instead of just giving her. Got John Perez on our inside, so we can't just drop down.
Still there?
We're going to try to roll the corner as much as possible, and just...
Car there on the inside.
That didn't work out that well, but I don't want to run side by side with Perez this whole time, but I can't drop back because there's a line of cars behind us. So I got to just put it down, and hopefully we can do something with it. Perez gets around us. Is Chavez going to follow him, or are we going to be able to clear Chavez maybe with a late break going in the turn? Nope, we're not. He got right up with us. Good run for him, actually, as we got closer to Perez, and Chavez did the same exact thing, so it's actually pretty impressive driving for him to do that. And
got a car low now.
There he goes, clearing us. And then we got Matt Malone here. We're going to kind of give Chavez a bit of a bump just to clear Malone. Sorry. Driving and talking. You understand the gaps when I don't talk when I was in the middle of saying something. You got to make a turn. That's more important than saying what I was going to say. Little apron touch there as Eliza Bethel has shown up, and she is running on our outside. Little contact there. Felt like she should have been able to go up a little bit more. But it doesn't matter. Here we go. We weren't on the gas early enough. We need to pay attention to what's in front of us, not what's behind us, because I think that'll take care of itself just by us paying attention to what's in front of us. If I can do this right. Without burning my tires off. They're actually the tire in my right rear is, or the heat in my right rear is really good, the temps. I think we can do some good work here. We just have to get to Perez's fender, and we are there.
Careful, still
Our turn 3 and 4 is not that good.
Hold your line.
Here comes Ryan Ellis out of nowhere. Got around Matt Malone. I didn't see it happen as I'm trying to focus on what's in front of me.
You got room.
This is going to go bad, and John Perez is probably going to get the inside and get the position. We're going to come out of this turn 3 wide. Just staggered.
Hold your line there.
I can't do anything here.
Wide, keep pushing.
Contact with Perez. He is okay.
Low now.
All right. Well, I thought I had him cleared. I should have listened to my spotter. It was an aggressive move. It didn't work.
Stay low.
Car feels good as far as handling goes overall. Also my turn 3 and 4 isn't as good as it had been with the other setup, but I think I just did a much better job that time. So we're going to jump into 5th place, and we're going to try to track down Ryan Ellis.
All right, you're clear.
Just need the car to grip up on the low side so we can drive away from some of the cars behind us. Expect to see John Perez back up in the race in no time. A little bit of rubbing on a short track. That's just kind of racing. I see him back there. He is already right behind Michael Chavez, so he'll get back up here, especially with the restarts that we'll have and things like that. Man, I need to bring it from the top to the bottom on a good arc so I don't have to slow down as much.
You're all clear on the
Dang,
bottom.
I thought he just said I was all clear. You heard it. You're all clear down there, and I go down and I end up tapping on Malone. That's crap. That's a bunch of crap. Oh well. Ryan Truex is leading the race. Good for him. We're down to 39% on the tires, and we have got 6 laps left. That's pretty all right. That's actually very good. Whoa, 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 whoa. Got a little front damage, probably from the contact that we had with Perez. We'll get that taken care of in the pit, and we'll buy him a brat or a burger after the race and share a nice cold drink with him of the non-alcoholic flavor.
5 laps to go.
As we are wholesome boys over here. Well, actually, funny.
Still there.
Anyway, here comes Matt Kenseth. Some of these drivers just seem to be getting super bursts out of nowhere. Here's Eliza, but we got down in front of her in time. I don't know what's going on, if it's just me not paying enough attention, but yeah, I think I can do better than I was. I think I could do better in the second stage. Yeah, I definitely think I can do better in stage 2. I also think that me and Matt Kenseth are gaining on these guys up here. There we go. Yeah, we can dive it in, and then we can get on the gas and hang on to it. We're not losing to him on that part. We lost a little bit because of the way we exited, but it's 3 and 4 that we're not being super good at, but we've also gained on Ryan Ellis running with Matt Kenseth here, and so is Eliza. So, I mean, when you think about it, we're all doing fairly well.
Careful. Still there.
I'm not locking up the brakes or anything. We're able to make a turn in pretty comfortably. I gotta stop hitting that apron because that definitely slows us down way too much, as that's gonna open the door for Bethel and probably secure us in an 8th position.
All right, let's go.
Last lap of the stage. We're gonna definitely leave enough room and not even question or risk it. The goal here is to drive clean as well as be competitive. And we don't have it.
Still there.
It's our drive out of 3 and 4 that's really losing it. And I gotta figure that out because we've got, 70 laps left in the whole race to figure that out. No, 100 laps. It's a 125 lap race. What can we do? What can we do? Pick up 3 spots on pit road. Bethel loses 3. Max Cost up into 8th place from the back.
Be ready here. Outside, outside.
We had a nice run to start the stage off. As we are on the inside of Timothy Mathis right now.
Stay on the bottom here. Car there on the outside.
He'll take that spot. He maintains the high line.
Clear low, clear low.
We're going to go low and see if we can clear him. We do not, but he'll get a nice run off the corner.
Careful, still there. You got room, you're clear there.
There we go, we'll clear him. Start to work on Ryan Truex. I want to see if I can roll the corners a little more.
Wow.
I'm just trying to see what I can do. Well, yeah, that was our fastest lap ever. That's good. But we also are not, I didn't get it down enough that time. We didn't get the angle of attack was not good. And now we've got Gary Norton here. Can I get in front of him for this one? Angle of attack way too sharp that time. That's going to stunt our 3 and 4. So he's got the room. We've got a bunch of cars right on us from behind. It's not the best situation, but we blew that corner completely because I didn't want to drive down on Norton, so I kind of drove as hard as I could into the turn.
Still there?
Yeah, we're about to get railroaded here.
Inside.
Or we're going to run directly into Ryan Ellis as we lost control completely. Thank you for being there, Ryan. Otherwise, we would have gone across the inside field, maybe into the pit road wall. I don't know. We just lost it. Middle of the track is not a place to be.
Inside.
Yeah, we have got to figure out how to get on that inside line. Because we've got Greg Galding, Jeffrey Earnhardt right here. We've got Matt Kenseth on the outside with us.
Careful, still there.
I think I need to slow down more so I can get on the gas earlier.
Looking inside now.
That's what I need to do.
Still there, inside.
Well, we're on the outside of Earnhardt. We've run close to side-by-side with him for quite a while. A couple laps down. That's good.
Tower is called a caution.
Caution comes out. We'll get a chance to reset everything and go right back to it.
All right, now, be smart out there. Going green. Are you ready now? Green flag, green flag. Car there on the inside.
18 laps left in stage number 2, and we need to do a speed up, so we're going to go ahead and speed this thing up right now. We'll be back on the mic. But we're going to get a caution real quick here. Hold the brake. All right. We're going to pit because we're back in 26th anyway. We're going to go ahead and speed things up right from the start. No, we're not, because it's too good a racing. We got to drive through the pack now. Come on. We're not speeding it up. Stick with me now. Hit that like button. Subscribe. See? I fit it in.
Ready?
No, but I mean it. Please do. Hit those 2 buttons. Takes you absolutely no time. It means the world to me. And thank you for your consideration. Moving on. We've got a lot to do here to get back up there. The middle of that track is just death for me. It's probably throttle control. Got a bit of a thunderfoot that causes some issues there. I'm like right back on the gas. There's no real good throttle control with me. I'm like, oh, I can. Car is settled in the turn. Sure, we'll go full bore 100% in. Ooh, Schildhaus has damage to his front end. I saw that.
Stay on the bottom.
I have to keep an eye on his progress after stage 2 is over. We had no contact with anyone when we brought out that caution. I just held the brake and let them all go. I wasn't trying to do anything to get back into the race or anything. Sometimes that's what you got to do.
Still there. All clear.
Moved up a handful of spots already, more than. But can we get up to the top 10 in the next 13 laps to score some stage points is the big question. And also we have to be real kind around Austin Hill, who was a friend and is now he's a little frustrated with us. I think it said annoyed, so we got to make sure we don't have that happen. No contact with him, so that's clean driving around him. Jump to the inside since we had to slow down so much. Sammy Smith, Sheldon Creed right here. I'm not getting, hard to pass when there's nowhere to go. I think we're going to grab some stuff here, though. Get a nice drive off. get a Sammy Smith's inside. That'll at least get us into the 19th spot.
Stay low, stay low.
Use the brakes going into 1 and 2.
All right, you're clear.
Get to the inside of friend Anthony Alfredo.
Stay out the bottom. Got one peeking inside.
Start to work on Bradshaw Stout, who has made his way up to 16th. Lane Tibergen right there with him.
Keep digging. 10 to go.
We are digging, that's for sure. What can I do here? 7 positions. Can we get there? We are at least, well, with the fresh tires especially, we're making headway getting back up to this pack. Obviously, tires are king on this one, as they can't make the corner the same way we can. Take the spot from Stout. Start to work on that pack up there. The nice thing is that you think about someone like one of our rivals who are sitting up at the front of this pack, not having to deal with him because I don't think we'll get to him. So we were in front of him for a long time, but then after we pit, now we're so far behind him that it shouldn't be a problem. At least I don't think it will be. What are my tires doing? Inside of the right rear is pretty smoking hot right now, which is expected considering I've not exactly driven in a conscious manner. I've just tried to drive as hard as I can. We've caught the next group, and now it's a matter of finding out what we can do to get in front of them as quickly as possible.
Stay low, stay low.
But I also have to realize that I can't run into them if I want to improve my standings overall with these fine folks.
All right, clear outside.
I'm not going to do that. I want to be on the inside here, so we'll hang with Earnhardt. Got another caution coming out. Jeffrey Earnhardt going to pit. We've got smoke in front of us. Ooh, I hit the button just in time that we didn't have contact. We move up 2 spots. Earnhardt and whoever was smoking had to take off.
Green flag, green flag. Got one down low now.
It's going to be like a green-white checker here. Yeah, 3 laps to go. Basically a green-white checker for stage 2. Can we drive hard through the outside to get into the top 10? Get around Timothy Mathis. We do. But can we hang on to it? I don't know. This is where I have to be sensitive on the gas. And we lost that spot, but I can go down now. There's nobody behind me. Maybe get around Sam Mayer. And get into that top 10, and looks like we're going to do that. Get on the gas again. Again, we have better tires than the rest of the field, so that's going to help us get into a better position potentially. As we are going to get up into 8th around Greg Galding by the exit of turn 2. And we do. No contact there. Jump into the inside of Timothy Mathis. And there's John Perez. We had contact with him earlier in the race, as we talked about, and it was not an issue as he's gotten himself back up into 6th place. Drake raced to the finish line, and Timothy Mathis will take 7th from us. Great run for him, and we will take points, getting the car back into the top 10 from the back of the field. Over 60 laps remaining in this one. Gary Norton, Jeffrey Earnhardt pitting. Gary Norton, of course, the one who brought out the caution. Jeffrey Earnhardt deciding to pit. Strategy move puts them in the front, and we sit in 6th place on the outside. And we are looking to make some moves going into turn 1 and 2 on the outside again. Can we do some good work? Keep this car stuck to the track on fresh tires. Yes, we can. What a run. As can we do something similar to that again outside of the groove and get back on it to have a lot of speed coming out, or was that kind of all we had going for us? We've made our way up into 3rd place, so that's a big deal. We're going to drive up here. I messed that up. I messed it up bad. I wanted to go down in front of Ryan Truex, and I messed it up, and then I went up and almost ran into Gary Norton, but I avoided it. And now we're kind of dealing with all this, including rival Max Cost, so we'll let him go because it's just not worth it. We're not I can't do anything against him on the inside anyway. And the last thing I need is him pummeling me into a wall.
Careful, still there.
Car started to go. Dang, car started to go.
Still there.
We do not have it through 3 and 4 at all. Car's going again.
Peeking inside.
All right. Get it together, man. Get it together.
Hold
1 and 2, I think we can get away with it. It's still a little squirrely, but we don't lose anything there. 3 and 4, we have got to be on the inside. Wow, Bethel dives it in there and is going to pass both me and John Perez with one move. What an aggressive move, but a great move. A great move. No contact with any of the drivers. She held it down there and she took the spots. We're going to jump on the inside of Perez, take the spot from him, and start to work on Bethel, but they're all driving away pretty quickly in front of us, so we need to figure that out. This is where I'm failing. I don't have the drive out of 4 like I need, and that has to do with the gear ratio. That's a big difference between the old gear ratio. 3 and 4 were actually our better turns than 1 and 2. And now with this one, 1 and 2 appears to be better, but it's not great as Greg Goulding is going to make his way up to us. All right, folks. I need to chill out and just log some laps here. Let's do the rest of this fuel run with a speed up, and we'll be back when there is, you know, the final fuel run to go in the race.
Careful.
Unfortunately for us, I think we're going to have to pit this time, or we are going to blow a tire. It's going to hit 2%. There's no way we make this car around one more lap.
That car ahead of you is pitting.
Thank goodness that other cars are pitting, because we need to pit right now. I don't know who's pitting, but we need to pit, so there we go. Perfect pit stop, though. Here we go. Final pit stop. There will be 31 remaining at the line. That means we can absolutely make it with the tires. See what we can do.
Okay, get back in there. Let's go.
Well, that was going to happen, but that's all right. We'll be back on the lead lap with the leaders pitting. We should be fine. Wave around puts us in 20th place. We've got our work cut out for us, but we've done it once before in this race. We can do it again.
Are you ready now?
As we get down through the gears.
All right, you're clear there.
And we're going to have 26 left to go in the race. That means we do not have to worry even the slightest bit about our tire wear. We won't look at that at all. 26 with 100% tires is no problem. We just ran 32.
Clear high, clear high.
Living on this inside lane. Back here, getting through these cars isn't a big deal, but once you get up to 10th, oh, it's a whole different challenge. Good news is that caution came out right when we were going to come back from our mic break, so that's good. Kind of all fell into line with it. We got to give a little bit of an update.
You're all clear up top there.
I would love to make a clean run right here. There we go. I think they slow down more than I do going into that corner, and then they get on the gas earlier, and I think that's my big problem. I'm chasing the turn. It worked with the other setup, and I ran 3 or 4 races with that other setup. It gets hard to change your habits, but in that other one, you don't even use your brakes either. This one, you have to. It's not, again, not a different setup that much. I did change the tire pressure. Actually, that hopefully won't have a problem. We're fine. Everything's good.
Stay low, stay low.
I didn't change it nearly to what it was originally. I kind of, on that pit stop, I kind of split the difference from where I saw on the other setup and what I had been running previously.
Still there.
We'll see how it lasts. I mean, it's super grippy right now. We're up to 16th place, but now it's starting to get real hard to catch and pass people, so we'll have to see where we end up.
All right, you're clear.
Get on the inside of Bradshaw, and of course I tapped that yellow line, which just shoots you right up the track. Thank goodness we weren't on him when that happened.
Still there?
Trying to get into the gas before those little 3 mark. That was my old time, my old get back on the gas mark, and now I'm trying to do it a little before because it appears that they do. That time I did a really good job. It's the exit of the pit road wall that you do it there, and that time we did it really well.
Still there. All
right, up to 14th place, but yeah, it's starting to get a lot more difficult to catch and pass people already. 19 laps left in the race, and I completely blew that turn. I mean, bad. There we go. Little fishtail coming off of 2. I caught him. Now I got to figure out a good spot to pass him. Maybe if I get in the draft at all, I can get to his fender real quick here. Yes. But this isn't my...
Careful, still there.
This isn't my better turn, my better corner. Oh, worked out pretty well that time, though. Nary you mind. Ooh, no. Get it together. Get it together. Minor contact, and it really got him shaken up, but he appears to be okay now. I was going to say, please don't bring out a caution. That would have sucked. As we put it sideways again, coming out of 2. That seems to be a thing for us now. Timbergan going high at 11th place. And that usually doesn't work out. Unless they're trying to cool their tires off, and then all of a sudden they come back with a pretty good speed versus what I've seen. I'm trying to catch this pack again. See if I can catch and pass. That put me back in the top 10, which is where we want to be. Minimum. Obviously, we want to win, but that might be a bit beyond us unless there's a caution. Eliza Bethel is taking over the lead, looking to get a twofer. One last week, one this week, and that would actually tie her with me for wins this season with 5. Get on the inside of Timbergan and take the 12th position away from him. And now we're going to work to do the same thing with Sammy Smith, as we will do that with a fair amount of ease as long as we're able to keep it off the wall coming out of 2 sideways. Nope, it was good actually. We got a little wiggly, but not too bad. Can I catch Sam Mayer? That's 10th place. Can I catch Greg Galding? Do I need a caution? That would really help. Caution would really help us right now. Give us the chance to stack everyone back up so we could run it. Ryan Truex is taking over the lead. They're straight away ahead of us. And I am not catching Sam Mayer at all. I'm going to try to run this thing as hard as possible now. I'm going to burn these tires up. We'll see what I can do, though. I'm going to have to see if what I'm doing is working. 1.2. Or do I have to drive it normal? 1.1, 1.2. I don't think that me overdriving the corners are going to help me. All right, well, we're catching him, but that's about it. We're not catching Greg Galding at all. And with 10 laps left, it's not looking real good for us to even catch Sam Mayer, as that was another bad turn 1 and 2. And 3 and 4. Ah! Oh well, we drove away from Sammy Smith and Gary Norton, but it's just not looking like we're going to catch the pack in front of us. And, I mean, at best we'll get 10th. We are catching Sam Mayer a little bit. Oh, little tap on that apron, that little yellow line. Really kills you. That was a bad job. I just dove that in there again. It's gonna at least be back to 7, maybe even 8. I might have lost an extra 10th there. I lost an extra 10th to Greg Galding. We had him. Actually, I lost 2 tenths to Greg Galding. We had him down to 2.3. Oh, I'm gonna lose another 10th this week. Dang it. Okay, calm down, Savoy. What are we doing here, guy? 7 to go. See what I can do to catch. We're gaining back on him, but it might be too little too late. Wow, I came off the gas way early there and still overshot that turn. That's going to be a nice exit, though. Go figure, turn 3 and 4, not normally our good turn. And we did a nice job there. Use the brake a little bit there. That's going to keep us down. We got into the apron a little bit, but we're back up within 6 tenths. Another nice turn. Well, we made some headway there, folks. We're back up to Sam Mayer's bumper, basically. All this just for 10th place, but it's been a good race. I think part of what we need is we need to have momentum in order to catch that extra boost to be able to compete with some of these drivers.
Careful, still there.
We don't have the physical speed in the car, even as a maxed out car. Yeah, we did get that position, but I just don't feel confident that we're going to... I mean, hopefully in the next track we'll be a little more competitive. We've won at this track, so I'm a little disappointed with our performance today overall. Obviously, that pit putting us back in 20th for the last run is not great, but at least we weren't a lap down, got caught a lap down by him. So we try to put a little more space between us and Sam so that we don't have to worry about it. But we've got 1 lap left to go here. And as it stands, it's looking like we're going to bring home this 10th unless somebody blows up right in front of us and takes out 4 other cars. But the good news is we set our expectations low with this incentive package, and that was 10th place or better. So we're going to come home with what we need. I'm not sure how good it's going to score us for driving. Well, 102 is not bad. Top 5, Ryan Truex takes it home. Eliza Bethel comes in second. Matt Kenseth, Ryan Ellis, Matt Malone round out your top 5. Timothy Mathis, best finish of the year, comes in 6th. Michael Chavez, 7th. Max Cost, 8th. We're in 10th. Gary Norton, 12th. Lane Tibergen, 15th. Lane Tibergen, 15th. Bradshaw Stout, 17th. Jeremiah Graham, 19th. David Schildhouse, 25th. Casey Kane, 28th. AJ Hill, 29th. Bernardo De Oliveira, 30th. Matthias Espinoza, 31st. Parker Smith, 32nd. Taylor Carpenter, 33rd. John Perez did not finish in 34th. Tommy Joe Martins did not finish in 35th. Bryce Egan did not finish in 36th. Fastest lap of the race goes to Eliza Bethel with a 23.3. Most laps led goes to Ryan Truex, 92 of 125. On the move, Max Cost started second from last all the way up to 8th. And of course, tough break goes to your pole sitter, finishing last in the race. The Cup Series had a break, and our next race will be at Road America. And that is 22 laps of excitement in the next episode. Folks, I'd like to take a moment to say thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. If you enjoyed the video, please take a moment, just a second, to hit that like button. It takes you no time at all. It's free, and it helps me out tremendously. Also, if you have not already considered it, please do consider subscribing. Unlike other things like Twitch, if you subscribe, it costs money. If you subscribe to my channel, it is free. And again, helps me tremendously. On top of that, folks, I would like to say until next time, and of course, as always, you take care.